To apportion seats using Huntington Hill, or nurses in this case, to apportion nurses, I start with the standard quotas like I did with all of the other methods. I'm going to take the number of nurses on each shift and divide by 12, which was the standard divisor. So I get 72.583, 85.75, 50.83, and 15.83. And then I have to round according to the Huntington Hill rounding rule. So this is what's a little weird. So to get the cutoff for, instead of 0.5 like Webster's method being the cutoff, where if you're below 0.5 you round down, if you're above 0.5 or at 0.5 you round up, the Huntington Hill rounding rule uses the geometric mean between the lower quota and the upper quota. So the lower quota for 72.583 is 72, and the upper quota is 73. So I'm going to take the geometric mean of 72 and 73. That is the square root of 72 times 73, which is 72.498. And then for 85.75, the lower quota is 85, the upper quota is 86. So I'm going to take the square root of 85 times 86, and that gives me 85.499. And then for 50.83, take the square root of 50 times 51, which is 50.498. And 15.83, we're going to take the square root of 15 times 16, which is 15.49. Now these values that I've just written down are the cutoff values for rounding. If my quota is above this value, I round up. And if it's below it, I round down. So 72.583 is above the cutoff, so I round up to 73. 85.75 is above 85.499, so I round up. 50.83 is above my cutoff, so I round up. And 15.83 is above my cutoff, so I round up to 16, and I get to 26. Too many nurses. So I have to use a different divisor. When you have too many nurses or too many seats, you have to increase the divisor. So I'm going to use a divisor of 12.025. Okay, so using D equals 12.025, I'm going to calculate new quotas. These will be called modified quotas. So divide the number of nurses in each shift by 12.025, and I get 72.43, 85.57, 50.73, and 15.8. And then my cutoffs are going to be the same in each of these cases because my lower quota and upper quota in every case is the same as it was when I used a divisor of 12. Square root of 72 times 73, square root of 85 times 86, square root of 50 times 51, and square root of 15 times 16 for each of those quotas respectively. So my cutoffs are the same. I'm going to use these cutoff values, and I'm going to look at my modified quota, and if it's below the cutoff, round down, and above the cutoff, round up. So 72.43, that's below the cutoff of 72.498, so I round down. 85.57 is above the cutoff of 85.499, so I round up. 50.73 is above the cutoff, round up. 15.8 is above the cutoff, round up. And when I add those all up, I get 225 nurses. So this is my final apportionment using the Huntington Hill method.